And now, get to know Extreme Dan.
Extreme Dan's the name, humping's the game. Unlike most cars who are supposedly heel in other show, but not this show, because I'm delightful pumpkin, I am not an 80 million time world champion in my own league. That's because I'm not a fruitcake. I'm only been world champion once. I mean, I did that out of spite to fool everyone that I wouldn't join a heel faction, I wouldn't be owner of the company Steven Viper comes from. I'm not like most rookies. I'm a king. I'm the one-man difference. I'm probably the most likely person to win FST, but you never know. So, I would like to conclude with this. Vote for me to win FST if it's the voting situation.
It is.
If not, I will win FST, and I will prove that actual cars who aren't generic and who aren't clones and who aren't generic heels who are cocky and who aren't 80 million world time short champions can be successful.
And now, get to know Steven Viper.
From the moment we are born, we are constricted. We are constricted by our parents, by the state, and by the conventions thrust upon us by our ancestors. We are never free. Oh no, we are shackled from the moment we come out the womb. And if we try to break free of those shackles, we are frowned upon, we are cast aside, or worse yet, we are incarcerated. If we want to be free, like Human Rights Acts say, like politicians say we are, like philosophers say we should be, in order to do that, we must give up the safety of this world we live in and throw caution to the wind and hope and pray to anyone and anything that we will not lose the freedom we so seek in the process. You must be wondering why I'm talking about freedom when I'm meant to be introducing myself to you people. Well, it's simple really. You see, I, along with all of you people, want to be free. I want to be free to do what I want to do. I don't want to have to listen to other people or other laws or sanctions or whatever to know what I can and cannot do. You see, this time last year, I was like a lot of you. I obeyed the law, listened to the authoritarian figures that so try to crush our spirits. But you realize that if you don't listen to them, then you're basically screwed. You have no choice. And that's the way I felt. That's the way I thought the world was like. And so, deeper and deeper I fell into this dark hole. I pandered to the fans. I pandered to the board of directors. Oh, just to enlighten you people, I come from Deep Impact Wrestling, DIW. So those are the board of directors I am talking about. DIW, should not check it out. Honest to God, DIW is a shit show. Because every which way you turn, they try to hold you down. unless your name is the Exterminator, or the Vampire, or Maxwellstein. But enough of that. I was like a mindless sheep. I didn't think for myself. I just followed the rules that were set before me. And in fact that actually worked out for me somewhat. I won the WWE Brawl match, which is DIW's Royal Rumble. I outlasted 29 other men. And I got to headline the biggest CPV in DIW history, Brawlmania. And guess what? I lost. Following the rules got me nowhere in the end. Like so many others, I succumbed to the pressure that was set before me, the pressure of the state, the pressure of my overlords, and the pressure of being on the main plateau of DIW. So I had to look at myself. I had to look at where I was going, where I wanted to be. And do you know what decision I came to? Do you know where I found myself after that soul searching? I realized what an idiot I had been. What a complete and utter fool. No longer would I obey the rules. No longer would I listen to the rules. Oh no. Screw the conventions. Get rid of the overlords. Spit in the face of the state. I had enough. I was out for only me from the future onwards. Unless, of course, anyone decided to come around to my point of view. But, like the sheep you all are, you started booing me after I kicked my sister in the face for disrespecting me. You started booing me. Why? I ask. Is it because I had the cojones to do something that you all wished you could do, but just couldn't? I'm sorry, I should not take out my frustrations on you VCW fans. You are not the same as the DIW fans. You realise that what I'm speaking is the truth. You realise that as human beings we deserve to be free to do whatever the hell we please, but we are not. You'll know that in this world we are in it for ourselves. We should throw away our friends. Who needs them? Our family only hold us down. Well, at least I hope you do. I come here to VCW, to FST, not only to win this competition, but to try and find like-minded people that realise what I'm speaking is more true than what you'll find in the Bible, the Quran, what you'll find in Buddhist scripts, or any other crappy religion. I don't know. Those are the main ones I really don't care. Oh, Judaism. Who cares about that? What I am speaking is the truth, and I hope you people will listen to what I have to say, what Stephen Viper has to say from now on. And I hope you realise that in the coming weeks and coming months, it will be this philosophy that will enable me to win FST. And it will be this philosophy that allows me to become the first ever DIW superstar to be VCW champion. Chriso, I know you're listening to this, and I'd just like to say that I respect you and all, but you should know, you're a smart man. As soon as you saw me, you knew your days as champion were numbered. Steven Viper is here. Steven Viper is here to stay. And I hope you all remember that fact, because it's going to be very, very important for the weeks, for months, and for years to come.
Well, there you hear it, folks. Christos rookie Steven Viper laying it on the line, letting you know what he's all about. Extreme Dan, who's Thor in black. Rookie also laid out on the line, basically saying that he's here to fight. Steven Viper saying that we have overlords oppressing us, and fuck you, dolphins. I don't know what that has to do with dolphins. But here we go. In our main event, it's going to be the estimated final two. Everybody's saying that these two will be the final two. I don't quite know that, but I do know this will be our main event. Extreme Dan versus Steven Viper, episode 1. This is going to be huge, folks. These two have quite a history in DIW. And now they bring it over to FST. Viper's glancing into that camera. If that don't give you the chills, I don't know what the hell will. That was creepy. Nothing will ever be the same. And that is right.
And his opponent,
Here comes Extreme Dan.
from parts
Thor in
unknown,
black is his pro.
the superstar.
So you'll have Chriso, the world's heavyweight champion, and Steven Viper's corner. And you'll have Thor in black, the man who has been on quite a roll, who nearly won that 10-man mini Royal Rumble on VCW, in Extreme Dan's corner. The king of flunk, Extreme Dan, is here in VCW, more importantly, in FST. Here he comes. Somehow he magically has a water bottle. I bet Thorin gave it to him. Thorin stores those in his abs. Maybe got it for the crowd. There you see Dan. Extreme Dan is going to go one-on-one with Steven Viper, the baddest motherfucker in town. Here we go, folks. It's all started. Big shoulder block by Extreme Dan on Steven Viper. Double leg drop to the abdomen. And Dan lifting up Steven Viper. And an elbow to the face by Viper. Rear waist lock by Viper. Dan, Extreme Dan, able to break it. Wrist lock and a kick to the chest. Goes for a drop kick. Not able to connect, but is connecting with these punches. And he knocks Viper right over the top rope. And a big spear by Extreme Dan. Dan lifting up Viper. And oh, a T-bone suplex, turning Viper inside out and going for a pin. Viper's leg is underneath the bottom rope, though. Viper exiting the ring right by Extreme Dan's pro, and Dan going after him. Maybe mind gains here by Viper, and a kick to the, looked like the chest by Viper. And a kick to the back of the head. Viper seems to be lethal with those feet. And again, a drop kick to the face. Shoulder block knocking down Viper. Now he's lifting up Viper. Irish whipped into the ropes. Dragana here. Not even a one count by Extreme Dan on Steven Viper. Kick to the abdomen of Viper and a kick to the face. Drop kick to the face. Folks, we'll be right back. You know you want to see who wins this. As always, I am Scott Harris. I'll always love you.